tool you want to use, but what a great way to have pretty natural conversations, pretty almost for free. So, you know, we could talk about different ways that ChatGPT is useful. One is obviously practice in interacting. Another is creating student plans. Understanding grammar. It's really good at those kind of technical explanations. Whenever I say that, people will come in and say, "No, it's always making lots of mistakes." Well, try talking to a real English teacher and ask them about grammar and see how infallible they are. Humans make mistakes too. For what it's worth and how easily accessible it is, I think it's great. So, Miss Sarah, are you done, or is there more you wanted to say?
No, I'm done. Thank
Great.
you.
You're welcome.
Hello,
Go
sir.
ahead, Anna. Yes. Name?
Yeah, I'd like to share something. I mean, I have some problem regarding language, so I hope I'll get some solution from you.
Okay. What's the problem?
Actually, as you know, I'm a non-native speaker, and in my area, there is no one to practice with, and we hardly speak English. But I somehow learned grammar, and with the help of grammar, I can express my thoughts. But the problem is that I cannot talk on different topics. A specific on some specific topics I can speak. And another point is I cannot. My pronunciation is not that much good. Uh, Usually I mispronounce the word. So how can I overcome this problem?
Okay. So you're talking about the difference between foundational English and becoming knowledgeable in a specific area. You're still building your foundation, but you're noticing that there are some areas you're not so good at talking about, right? So you understand the basics, you're able to talk in a way I understand you, it's very clear. But maybe if you started talking to me about robotics or medicine or Egyptian politics, you'd find that it would become more and more
Yeah, I think
challenging. Yeah,
there is lack of vocabulary.
yeah,
Personally,
sure. So it's important to do both, right? First, we build a foundation, which is what you have done and are still doing. And then on top of that foundation, we can start to put rooms. It's kind of like building a house, right? You put the foundation, and based on how big your foundation is, you can have one room, 10 rooms. Um, Sorry, I was just distracted by a private message. I'm gonna ignore it for a second. So as you build the foundation, your areas, your ability to become specialized, your ability to grow your capacity to talk about different topics is going to expand. And that's how native speakers learn how to talk about topics too, right? Not every native English speaker can talk about law. They need to practice that.
yeah. And another method I used for speaking English is first of all, I think in my mother tongue, then I translate into English. So many people say it's not okay. So as you're an English teacher, as an English teacher, so you know
Hello,
it very well.
Yeah.
So it's a good way, or
hello guys.
Wally, hold on a second. I just want to finish with Nasim. Um, so Ralph, I see your private messages. Now, I don't know. Do you want me to have a conversation with you in private, or I cannot respond to you. The chat is disabled, but I want to address what you're saying to me in private.
Okay, Mr. James, what I was portraying is, we have to save the time. If we give opportunities to all the members to ask questions, you cannot introduce your
Ralph,
game or your...
Ralph, no, it's a misunderstanding. The game has already started. This is the activity. I talk to people, and so you don't actually realize it, but we have already started. So that's why when you're asking me to start, I'm unable to, because we have already started. Now, if you want me to do something else, we can talk about that. But this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be giving people an opportunity to speak, and I'm going to address what they say.
Great, great, great. Go
Is,
ahead.
is that
No
okay?
worries. It's okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you. Okay, so back to you, Nasim. You're developing your areas of
Yeah,
being
and
able to
then
talk
I
about
can
different
easily
things.
solve any type
Mhm.
of grammatical problems, but when it comes to speaking, I usually misuse the
Yeah.
grammar. But when it comes to written or something else, I can easily solve. And I know almost all grammatical rules, though I have like mm,
Good.
learned 2 or 3 books
Good.
about grammar.
So, that just takes time. You're just going to develop your fluency and familiarity with the vocabulary and with the grammar, gradually growing and expanding your ability, reading and talking and, all of the ways in which we expand our knowledge. So you're on the right track. You're able to talk with me. Whatever you're doing is working. And
No,
then you're
I
going
think
to,
it's not like so good. I
oh,
or like
haven't yet finished. It's a work in development. Sure. For everybody, myself included.
and
You think
all
that,
people. That is why I feel nervous that whether my English will be correct or wrong. But when
oh,
I speak alone or teacher, but here
yeah,
I like see the so many people watching me, seeing me, or
yeah.
seeing me. So
So
it's a kind of problem.
absolutely, you're noticing that it's an additional skill to manage yourself in a group online, right? Online, we get these big groups. It's easy, right? In a second, 100 people gather together, and we get anxious because who are these people, right? Who are they, and what are they thinking about me, and how do you, so you're doing great. That's the first thing I want you to acknowledge, right? You're working with me. I understand you. You're participating in the way that I'm suggesting, and you can leave it to me, right? That's why I'm here, is to ensure and to assure you that this is okay. And we can take it as slow or as fast as we need to. Anxiety and managing anxiety is a huge part of learning a language. So when you learn how to manage your anxiety here, it's an opportunity for everybody here to learn about that. You're doing something I call working for the group. Your work is benefiting everybody here. And I want you to recognize that.
So can I say something?
Hold on a second. I'm so sorry, Miss Sarah. I just want to finish with Nasim. We'll open it up in a moment.
Okay.
So
Yeah, sir, I'm done, and thank you so much.
you're very welcome. Okay. So now, Miss Sarah,
No.
now, what I suggest is this is part of the game, which I call the joining game. The next person who would like to speak would demonstrate an understanding of what we're saying. It's kind of like buying a ticket into a movie theater or a party. You are going to the payment is that you've been following along, paying attention, listening carefully, and demonstrating that you've understood what we're talking about a little bit. This is a kind of incentive to listen as well as talk in a conversation. So this is my criteria for the next person to speak, because I know there's 4 people or maybe more who want to speak. But can anybody say what you heard from Nassim? Can you summarize what Nassim said before you talk? And that will be our way of going back and forth, listening and speaking both. Anybody want to try that?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. James, for opportunity and feedback about you and conversation with Nassim. Yeah, Nassim was telling about how about his accent, especially he was saying about his accent and pronunciation. So whether other member can understand or not easily, clearly. So yeah, with this I also have some
Now, Taruf,
ideas.
hold on,
What
hold on, Taruf. Great. So you have now summarized Nassim, and I'd like you to take another step, one more step. Would you open to that?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Would you check with Nassim and ask him if he feels that you understood what he was saying?
Should I tell Nassim what you
Yeah.
are saying?
Well, you already did that, and now just check. Say, Nassim, was that what you were saying? Did I understand you? Do you feel understood?
Okay.
You'll have to do it. Otherwise, he won't know if you're asking or not. You actually have to say it. Hey, Nassim, hello. Did I understand you? Do you feel understood? Try it, Taruf. Go ahead.
Hello, Nassim. How are you? Did you understand what I share, what feedback I share with
I'm
James?
sorry to say that your voice is too slow and my microphone is not that much good. I cannot hear you well. So could you please speak aloud?
Yeah, Mr. James asking, I was talk about about conversation between you and James, and I give feedback your views and thoughts you share with
Now,
Mr.
I'm going to step
Nassim
in
about
because I see that there's
pronunciation,
some
accent,
difficulties
and
getting in the way. I
fluency.
don't want it to get too bogged down. But this is a great demonstration of how easy it is to talk, and we don't even know somebody is not understanding for any reason. Maybe it's language, or in this case, maybe it's tech, microphone, or something. But Nassim is having a hard time hearing, so it's a little hard to check. I'm going to do this again and again during this class. I'm going to ask you to 5 steps. Listen, summarize, check your understanding, which is what Taruf just did. Step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm going to skip over this and say Nassim is having some technical problems, so we're going to go to step 4, which is then you separate, Taruf. You separate from Nassim and you check with yourself. Okay, I understood. I listened. Now, what do I want to say? And then you speak. Last step 5 is speaking. You did the work, so you get to speak. Now, and I want to say, speak to everyone because this is like a group conversation and you want everybody to feel like they're part of it. Go ahead, Taruf. You have the floor. The floor means you can ask everybody to listen to you.
Yeah, well, very much. I listen Mr. Nassim's opinion as he shared with you, and he was telling about pronunciation, accent, as well fluency. So he wanna give, he wanna correct himself as well. He wanna your feedback, how he speaks, how's his fluency, what about his pronunciation. So it was really a wonderful conversation between you and Nassim, as you also share some of tips to how we can communicate, how we can share our ideas and views. First, we should listen with concentration, with attention, and then we should understand as well. We should clear ourselves. Then we should start to speak as well. feedback about the conversation between two persons in the meeting as well. Then we can share our own opinion. So right now I wanna talk as well, especially wanna learn from you some ideas, views, and thoughts. I'm also a moderator and admin of in my group, International English Speakers on WhatsApp. I also conduct Zoom meetings 3 or 4 days in a week. I have more than 150 members, but there are few members who participate in our conversation, who participate in our audio recording, text messages, voice chat meetings. But mostly members are keep silent. We
Taruf,
always motivate them. We always
can you hear
try
me?
our best to encourage them as well.
I think we lost
But
Taruf for technical
but they
reasons.
are
Taruf?
worried about
Okay.
Yeah, dear members,
Seems-
sorry for the interruption. After 8 minutes, this Zoom link will be disconnecting. You can rejoin by clicking the same link. So, dear members, if possible, please turn on your video or camera for better understanding. You can talk to James, no problem. Please precise, please brief your question and give opportunities to all members because we have limited time. So everybody
Hold on.
take opportunities.
Thank you so much, Ralph. So as Ralph said, the Zoom call will end and then we'll come back in about 8 minutes. Please come back. And about cameras, let me say about cameras. So cameras are very useful. Video is very useful. It does help communication a lot. Remember, conversation is about relationships. We are developing a relationship, and part of developing a relationship is developing trust and a sense of understanding and familiarity. We lose a lot when we don't see a person. It's not impossible, right? I don't make it a rule. If you don't want to have your camera on, that's okay. But the benefits of having your camera on are very high. Even if you just sit here silently for the whole time with your camera on, it makes a huge difference. First of all, I know for myself, when I have my camera on, I don't do this. I don't fall asleep. And because people are looking at me, right? They would say, gosh, James is not even listening to me. He's sleeping. Well, that matters, how you are physically, if you're paying attention or on your bed sleeping, matters in what you're learning, your ability to learn. I'm all about learning. What helps us to learn? All of you are here because you want to be, right? Nobody has to be here. There's no punishment for not being here. But still, sometimes we have bad habits or things that we do that get in the way of learning. And I'm here to offer suggestions of if you want to learn as quickly as possible, these are some things you can do, and having your camera on is one. Okay, so I don't know if Taruf, if you are back yet, but I'm going to assume, are you good? I'm going to go to the next person. Okay, so again, if you want to speak, you can just come in, maybe summarize me. If you heard from Taruf, you can summarize Taruf. Anybody want to try that? Start by saying your name. Now, Rafak Ahmad, I notice you have your hand up. Does that mean you want to speak? Or do you not
Hello?
realize that? Hello?
Are you listening me?
I do.
Okay. So first of all, I introduce myself.
Oh, you're asking if you should introduce yourself. Well, I love it when students use their...
Hello.
Hold on a second. Hello. I love it when students use their own common sense. you know, if you feel that introducing yourself is a good idea, go ahead. You don't have to.
Okay. Okay, my name is Rafaq Ahmed. I am from Pakistan, and currently I'm doing a government job. And my last education is Master in Commerce. I have 16-year education in accounting and finance field. And in 2012, I have joined a government organization. There, I'm doing a job as a warehouse manager. So, sorry for I forgot your name, Mr. Host.
Great. So you are what did you say? You are in Pakistan. You are a member.
I am doing a job in a government sector in federal government, and my job as is warehouse manager in FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. Basically, it's a retail job.
Aha. You work in retail and in the government.
Yeah.
My name is James.
Nice to meet you.
So, you're here to learn English, to socialize, to get a better job, to...
Actually, I am pursuing my IELTS exam. That will be on next Sunday. And after that, I am planning to pursue more education, especially in the field of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has a vast scope nowadays. And I do not have any knowledge about artificial intelligence.
You're interested in
Yeah.
artificial intelligence. All right. Good enough? Good enough?
No.
Have you do you want to say more?
Yeah, I think artificial intelligence will change the world and it will replace the person, and a time will come when labor will be removed from the factories and artificial intelligence what will do the work in place of labor. I think robot can do better job as compared to men. They will not exhausted and they will not do lack of I think works. For example, robot can do all of those activity which a man has not the quality. For example, robots are not lazy, they will not tire, and they can do better jobs, and they can work from dawn to dusk, even 24/7 hour work. A man cannot do a work. So artificial intelligence is a vast course as compared to men, and in future men will lose job, I think.
I will summarize you, Rafaq. You are thinking that artificial intelligence is going to replace many people because it works endlessly and tirelessly and does things that people cannot do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear members, this
Now,
link is going to be disconnected. Please rejoin when it disconnects. You can click the same link to come here again.
yes. So
we have a robot with us here.
yes, I will repeat what Ralph said. The link is ending in 1 minute. Please read. We can continue the conversation.
Is Ralph actually on a deserted island?
Yes, I think he's in Tahiti or Hawaii or
Mr. Tim,
That explains itself.
are you from?
I've been looking for an
South Korea?
English teaching job on a tropical island for 20 years. I haven't been able to find one.
Just go to a tropical island and you'll have a job. Like,
Mr. Tim, sorry for the interruption. Where are you from? Could you please introduce yourself, if you don't mind? Because I have seen you in some other groups.
I'm from Wisconsin, USA.
All right. You're from USA. What part of USA? Could you please tell me the state, Chicago or New York?
Ralph, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to jump in there because it's a little bit of a diversion. I don't want to put anybody on the spot, including Tim. And